But moving on to big bro, ZO2. Zo's strengths. The first one I would say is passing/vision. LaMelo and Lonzo actually play really similar. They both have the same gift when it comes to passing. Lonzo is a great playmaker, and that really makes the players around him better. An example being Kuz, who played great with Lonzo, and same thing with Zion. On to the next strength, we got reliable shooter. This is something Lil Bro can't even jack having. This past season, the Pelicans had him playing shooting guard pretty much, and Zoe responded by shooting 38% from 3 on 8 attempts, which is pretty much elite 3-point shooting. Next strength for Lonzo though, we got great defender/two-way player. Unlike Lil Bro, who's pretty much a defensive liability, Lonzo is a great defender. He regularly gets matched up with top guards and does well defending them. And being a good two-way player really makes him valuable to contenders. That's why you had teams like the Clippers trying to trade for him last year. Next strength, he's a hard worker. One thing you gotta give Zoe is from season to season, you can really tell he's in the lab trying to improve his game. And when he was hot ass in the bubble in the 1920 season, and Bleacher Report posted his stats, he retweeted saying this. And his improvements from that season to now, he went from averaging 12 points to 14, shooting 40% to 41, 37.5 from 3 to 37.8, and the craziest one being 57% from the line to 78%. This is all while playing away from his natural position too. So he definitely has the right mentality to succeed long-term in the league. And his last major strength I would say is athleticism. Niggas might have forgot because you don't really see him dunking anymore, but this man has a 44.5-inch vertical. And to put that into perspective, the league average is 28 inches. Not only can he jump, but this nigga is also fast as hell. If he really starts utilizing his athleticism more, he would be a whole different monster. But now moving on to his weaknesses, the most obvious one being lack of confidence. When you see how he used to play in high school and college, he looks like a whole different player now. Bro really used to be in the paint putting in work, finishing layups at the rim, dunks, and all that. And I know some people might be like, yeah, the NBA is a different game. But the thing is, Zoe doesn't really even try attacking the paint like that anymore. There's a couple occasions where he's missed wide open layups, and it really had me like, yeah, something not right with this man.
Lead pass, Lonzo's got it. What a dish. Oh, he blows the leg.
Last year, I feel like his confidence was a little better, but I think mentally he really has to get back to thinking he's a top player and playing like that. In all honesty, it's unfortunate he got drafted to the Lakers. One of the biggest franchises in the league had Magic saying number 2 was going to be retired in the rafters. LeVar running around saying this nigga was already better than Steph before he even stepped in the league. He had all the lights on him, and at 19, 20 years old, that can't be the easiest thing. But once he gets his swagger back, I really think he could be dangerous, dog. But next weakness I would say is not assertive/complacent. Remember how I said one of Melo's strengths was he has good balance to scoring and passing? Well, Lonzo is the opposite. He's always willing to pass the ball and just stand around. You don't really see him assert himself on offense at all. Like last season, for example, he pretty much settled with being a spot-up shooter. He took almost 13 shots a game and 8 of them were threes. This was partly coaching because that man Steph Van Gundy's dumbass wanted it. But at the same time, Zoe can be way more than a spot-up shooter. And this is partly confidence too. He has to start going ISO sometimes. Take niggas to the rack. Stop playing like a light skin and start hooping like a dark skin and really dunking on niggas. The more he diversifies his game, the harder he's going to become to defend. And the easier the game will come to him. Unselfishness is good, but bro needs just a little bit of selfishness in him. Just a little bit. And another weakness is he's injury prone. Just like his brothers, he has a history of being injured. Thankfully though, since he stopped hooping in them bum-ass $300 Big Baller brand shoes, the ankle injuries have stopped. But even last season, he missed a lot of time with a hip injury. But his final weakness, I would say, is child support. He might be paying his baby mama a whole lot of bands for child support, and that's just tough. But psych, nah, that's all his weaknesses. So having looked at both their games, when you ask who do I think is going to have the better career, I got to go with LaMelo. Just the confidence he has in his game, having only played 1 year already, really makes the sky the limit for him as long as he keeps improving and keeps working on his game. I mean, just comparing their stats this past season, which was LaMelo's rookie year, and Zoe's 4th season, you can really make the argument that Melo had a better year. And the crazy thing is, Lonzo had a career year. And honestly, personally, I think Zoe has a higher ceiling if he can gain his confidence back and actually use all the tools he has in his bag offensively. Like, passing and shooting is great, but he can do way more than being a 6'6" Rondo. But then again, it's his 4th season and his assertiveness just hasn't been to the point where I can think he's gonna have a better career than Melo. So in this one, I gotta give the dub to LaMelo for which brother I think is gonna have a better career. But alright, man, that's all I got for this one. If you made it to the end, let me hold a sub. Join the journey to 500 subs. School started again, but I'll do my best to stay consistent. But tap in with me on socials, Twitter and IG, at Harden Sheikh if you want to. Oh yeah, I downloaded TikTok, man. But I am a hater. I don't even care, I'll admit it. I will never download that app unless a nigga blow up and they throw a bag. For sure, I'll fold. Obviously, I didn't get a bag, but I was young back then, man. I was 20. Now I'm 21. I'm wise and all this. I see the light, bro. Promo for videos on there goes crazy, bro. I'm not using it personally. I promise I'm not a fraud. But it's the same as all my other socials, at Harden Sheikh. They're all linked in the About page of my channel, too. But alright, man, that's all I got for this one. So peace out.